Hey guys, how you doing? It's 8-Bit Eric. So we've been covering the Microsoft ZeniMax, acquisition for quite some time. There's still a lot of like pen and paper and ink that has to dry before the deal is set. But some interesting details have popped up. Now everybody wants to know what is going to go on once Microsoft gets all the ZeniMax brands like Bethesda and everything like that. Are these going to become Xbox exclusives? Is Deathloop not going to come to PS5? Is Doom and Wolfenstein never going to be on a PlayStation console or Switch for that matter? There's a lot of what ifs and questions. And even though in the past Phil Spencer has come out on record to say that they are going to treat it as its own little brand, that they're not going to do anything right now in the immediate future, people are still concerned. For me, I think it was a pretty good get of Microsoft to acquire ZeniMax and all those studios involved. Content is king with Game Pass. They just added a whole bunch of IPs and video games that they could throw on that bad boy, and we'll be playing Fallout and Skyrim till Kingdom Come on Game Pass. So a lot of good things can come out of this, and a lot of things can come bad out of it if it's not handled rightly. I think Microsoft is going to do a good job using Bethesda and id Software and all the other companies that are involved in this. I think they'll end up coming on the winning end of it. I think this is going to turn out to be a long time investment that will work out for them. Just to give my quick thoughts on it. But let's go ahead. We're going to get to this article. Enough of me rambling. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, click that red subscription button, please. And let's go ahead and get into this article. So Microsoft plans to merge ZeniMax into a new subsidiary called Vault. PS5 releases for future Bethesda games are still up in the air. Up in the air. So yeah, guys, it looks like they have some plans for it. So a new document from an online gateway covering European Union law has revealed that Microsoft will acquire Bethesda under a new subsidiary, which is being created called Vault. So that's a nice little tongue-in-cheek homage to Fallout. And that Bethesda's parent company, ZeniMax Media, will be merged into Vault rather than directly through Microsoft. So I do know Phil Spencer said that they would keep ZeniMax as its own thing, its own separate brand and subsidiary of Microsoft. So this kind of falls in with that. Now, the document, which can be fully viewed online, is a notification prior to the EU allowing the ZeniMax and Microsoft merger, and states that Microsoft will have sole control of the whole of ZeniMax. So, yeah, they are going to have sole control, but I think they hinted that they were still going to let them do their own thing. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean that they're going to be able to work with the partner, their opposing rival like PlayStation as easily. Microsoft will have to approve anything if they decide to do third-party games on their console still. Now, this continues to go on to say the document, which can be fully viewed online, is a notification prior to the EU allowing the ZeniMax and Microsoft merger. So it's fully viewable online, sole control of the whole of ZeniMax. The concentration of these two companies will take place through a merger pursuant to which a newly created Microsoft subsidiary, Vault, will be merged with and into ZeniMax. So we're going to get Vault. Now, didn't they have like 12 other studios inside ZeniMax? I'm not entirely sure. In short, this means that Bethesda and ZeniMax will be legally classified under a new company known as Vault rather than being directly connected to Microsoft. This is similar to how Take-Two Interactive operates as the publishing efforts of Pirate Division, which are a subsidiary of the publisher. That makes sense. So Vault will still be fully controlled by Microsoft, as it will be a wholly owned subsidiary, and puts the future of Bethesda releases on PS5 still largely up in the air. And that's the thing that is making a lot of people curious, is the future of Bethesda properties on PS5. Microsoft could very easily just publish these Bethesda games on Xbox and PC platforms, integrating ZeniMax into the Xbox Game Studios lineup. And that's what a lot of people are worried about. But for me, you footed the bill. You footed the money. Take advantage of getting some exclusives, man. Or get that money. Make PlayStation pay you to have some of your games. Now, continuing on into the article, it says they could just as easily release them on other platforms such as the PS5, Nintendo Switch, and Google Stadia, due to this company acting as a middleman between Microsoft and Bethesda, not fully integrating with Microsoft and acting as a wall of separation between the two. And that's fair enough. It's going to be interesting to see what exactly they do as far as decisions go in the near future with this situation. I mean, it was a big amount of money that Microsoft spent. I think it was like $2.5 billion, if I'm not mistaken. A huge grip of money. And again, I think part of the strategy was the fact that they're wanting to make Game Pass a success. So they wanted content. So go out, buy the content, and from there they have the ability to decide what they're going to do with the rest of these games. It's honestly a win-win situation in my opinion. I know a bunch of people were upset thinking that they're going to basically make all these great series that were on both consoles suddenly exclusives. That's their prerogative. They spent the money, again, like I said. Continuing, they say, for example, we might see these games come to a PS5 with a Vault or even an Xbox Studios game logo, similar to how the PlayStation Studios logo appears on the Xbox Series X and Xbox retail box for MLB The Show 21. As Microsoft is actually buying a number of companies with their purchase of ZeniMax, Vault is a way of keeping them under one umbrella. We will see this summer once the acquisition has been finalized, whether that results in Microsoft releasing Bethesda's games elsewhere or keeping them to themselves. So it's definitely going to be an interesting situation nonetheless to see what happens out of this. I think the whole buying up different studios and stuff is a great strategy by Microsoft. I'm very curious to see what else they will buy. I've seen rumors of them possibly purchasing Sega popping up. So if that happens, that would be even more curious. Just you know, I don't have a problem with them making some of these Bethesda games Xbox exclusive because I have both. But I do see why PlayStation 5 consumers would be upset. But again, it's the way money talks, right? So guys, that's it for today's video. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, I appreciate the support you guys have been giving to the channel. I'm grinding out them videos, guys, working extra hard for you. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next one. You all have a great day. Peace out, guys.